Alright, so I'm gonna cut this video really short this time because I'm trying to build up this new skill of just getting straight to the point, and I'm already fucking up at doing that. So, but how would I do that? Or rather, how would you do that? Is the better question I should ask. Because the thing is, I'm gonna be learning this along the way. This is something I'm gonna take a step towards. But I can't just like keep like I can't leave out important information, but at the same time, I can't go on a whole like 20-minute tangent about I don't know why I like Jordans or some shit. I can random ass topic, but but what are some of the strategies that me and you we can implement together so that we can cut these things short, right? So, well, first of all, why would we want to do this? Okay, so I would want to do this so that I would make shorter videos so that you guys can watch it and not have to like sit through 20 minutes of just random bullshit, right? And you get the message like right there, clear cut. And you guys might want to do this because, well, you might want to present something or you want to, what is it? Like convince or sell something to somebody else and you don't have enough time for, or you don't have their attention span for long enough to go ahead and send your message out to somebody, right? Because the thing is, in our modern day, our attention spans have just shrunk like, it went from this to, right? So, no, the first option for that is we go back from this and then we expand it. We elongate it through stuff like meditation and getting off of our phones for a while and just enjoying the present moment. But, that transition is a lot harder for a lot of people compared to just like the second option, which is just accept that fact and make your messages shorter and get straight to the point. Because if you think about this as well, you're listening to somebody because you want some kind of benefit out of it, right? And understanding this myself, I'm gonna try to implement that more often because I was trying to do that with the previous videos, and I was trying to add like some sort of reasoning and all these like things that may be useful. But starting from now, I'm just gonna put like a hard cap of around like 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. I think is a fair hard cap, including for this video. It's gonna have a 10 to 12 minute hard cap, but for you guys, maybe that might be a different thing because, well, y'all might want to, again, shorten it down for a presentation, let's say, or like you guys want to, just send a message out clear cut and just not worry about some other bullshit that happens, right? You might lose their attention or something, that sort of thing. And there's many ways you can keep up attention through being entertaining or making up compelling points or putting out a lot of points, really, which would elongate your argument a lot more and all these sorts of crap. But and here I go again, doing a flaw my own, just kind of like avoiding the main goal. And that's another thing too. You need a main goal whenever you're trying to talk about something, right? Now, I've done that a little bit because I made a whole list of video ideas right here. Which, oh, you can actually see a little bit better this time, but but either way though, I made a list, and what I do in this list is I sort of like checklist it, right? So like, I'll have a bunch of ideas plastered on this list. I'll pick a video, and literally the topic of this, like, I literally wrote down "get to the point already," which is probably going to be the title of this video. So, yeah, fun fact. But that helps you get an idea. Like, okay, this is my goal. This is what my trajectory towards this video, right? And having that in mind, that gives you like something to stay on focus on for the most part. Now, again, sometimes I'll go on a side tangent or I'll tell like a story or something, which would elongate it a lot more. But for the most part, that's usually how it goes, right? So, what are some strategies that we can both implement together? Because again, this is we are going to work together on this, okay? So, what I'm going to do on my behalf is, again, as I said earlier, shorten the videos down to only 10 to 12 minutes max length, right? And for you, that could be like shortening up your presentation to maybe like 5 minutes is all you would need, or like 3 minutes, 1 minute if you wanted to challenge yourself. But I don't think that's valid or that's practically possible. So you probably don't do that. But 3 to 5 minutes is a pretty good like cutoff range. So there's that. There's also understanding, what is gonna flow, having like a flowing mindset, right? So for me, the way I like to present all my information is I like to provide a reason and like an explanation. Okay, so like this is why we need this thing. this is how we get this thing. Please stay consistent with this thing because it will benefit you. And then go back to the why, basically. So, like, it's why, how, back to why, conclude. That's my formula, right? And that's a formula I try to stick to. I might have to change it every now and then just to make things, you know, flow better, right? But for you, that formula could be different depending on the way that you think or the way that you like to explain things, you know? Do you like to cut it short and straight to the point? Or do you like to be more like me and sort of like whimsy around, adding all this fluff so that people can kind of cushion around and really digest the information deep internally, right? Because depending on who you are and the sort of audience you're dealing with, because if you're dealing with an audience that is intellectual enough to sort of just grab the information and just plop it in their head, like, and let that internalize naturally, or maybe even have to do research and internal, whatever, right? Then, yeah, you can go ahead and go straight to the point. You don't need to explain a whole lot. And especially if they have background information on this thing, yeah, go ahead and go straight to the point. No need for fluff. But for, like, an audience that's topic is new, right? Like, let's say that you're presenting about, like, computer science stuff, right? But you're presenting to an audience of people who've only drawn art. And they have no idea about computers, especially, like, maybe some digital software, right? So, you know, that's going to be a bit tough, but you have to provide that background information enough so that, and this is the key thing, right? Provide enough background information so that they understand what you're talking about, but not too little so they don't understand, obviously, but not too much so that they don't get overbeared with information and also just bored, really. So, again, something I'm trying to work on myself. It's part of storytelling as a skill, right? Like, if you find videos online about storytelling, once I get better at it, I'll probably make a video on it, right? But for now, this is a working progress so that we both can sort of make our own progress in our improvements towards storytelling and presenting and setting the information out to many different people. So, yeah, there's all that. And really, to cut things short, since I don't really have much to talk about in this subject, thankfully, honestly, um, it's really just a practice thing. And this YouTube channel for me is a great practice. So, you know, if you really want to practice on, you know, like presenting or like cutting, storytelling, that sort of thing, make a YouTube channel. And there are many videos online for it. I know that, what is it, Hamza has made a video, actually, I was watching it earlier today, you know, it's like, how to become a YouTuber. It's a whole hour long, like, a VOD clip, basically, but, you know, it's one of the most useful videos I've seen for YouTube stuff, because, well, all the rest of them is like, you know, put these tags in and like put these you know, interesting thumbnails and blah blah blah. Make sure that you advertise on these websites. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm quite lazy. If you don't understand, I don't know why I went to that voice, but but yeah, yeah. I mean, and it's okay to be lazy with your explanations too, at least in the beginning, right? Like, if you can be, if you have that sort of like leisure, like right now, I can be kind of lazy and sort of just improvise the script, because I don't have a script in front of me. I have nothing in front of me but just one monitor recording software, the other video editing software, which I, as you can see with my videos, I barely edit. I just do like a little bit of cutting. If I even cut. I kind of just render and like sync the audio and then done. That's why editing. But either way, yeah, just, this is a practice thing. Just remember, figure out like your formatting, your style, what information is the most important for your audience. And again, I promise to try to keep these videos on the 10 to 12 minute cap, including this one. So I'm probably going to end it off early and just call it a day. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See ya. Bye.